Hi, my name is Pete Evick. I'm a 36-year-old father of two who has lived his whole life in what used to be a very blue-collar, or what some of you may call white trash town of Manassas, Virginia, just about 30 miles outside of our nation's capital. I want to talk to you today about the upcoming election, or for that matter, all the elections I can remember since the Reagan years. Over and over, I hear the debates between family and friends. Year after year, the phrase, "he's the lesser of two evils," is all people say. Regardless of what party they are talking about, no one has seemed to be real happy about any of our presidents for a long, long time. All we hear the candidates say is it's time for change, which, by the way, I couldn't agree with more. So here's the deal. I don't believe any one man or woman is going to fix the disaster we are already in 4 years, probably not even 8. I also believe that the presidency has turned into more of a figurehead job, a marionette with an immense number of string pullers that make him say and do the things he does. The country is ours, so this year exercise your right to vote for anyone you want. It's called the write-in vote, if you have forgotten, and you as a citizen of this country have the right to put anything down you want. For example, vote for me. I have a very unique outlook on the world. I have seen many of the ins and outs of this country. For example, living so close to D.C. and the crooked politicians my entire life, but being far enough away that me and my town are considered a lesser and looked down upon place compared to the neighboring Fairfax and Loudoun counties, I felt a harsh reality of being judged and discriminated upon due to my social class. Another example, while I live in a townhouse that is now worth half of what I paid for it just 6 years ago, I can barely afford to make the payments. One of my best friends is one of the wealthiest and most famous people in the entertainment industry today, and I get to fly around in private jets, be on hit TV shows, and hang with movie stars and rock stars all over the world. I'm even performing at the Playboy Mansion on Super Bowl Sunday this year. Who gets to do that? So you can see I have a very amazing perspective on how the other half lives. I get to rub shoulders with the Hollywood elite and go home to my redneck town every week. It's quite a balance. While not a soldier of any kind, I was able to go to the Middle East as an entertainer. I got to sleep in Saddam's palace, and I was able to talk one-on-one with the generals and soldiers that are fighting this war. I got to look in their eyes not as an authority figure, not as a media representative, but as a civilian and a friend. I got to see the mortar rounds drop around them and myself. I got to watch them talk to their families on webcams and send emails to the world they have given up to fight for you and me. So I did not fight in Vietnam or any other war, but I got to see the war we're fighting today from the battlegrounds, unprotected from CIA and Secret Service and all the things that keep all of our government officials so safe when they do go over there to make their statements and act like they're saving the day. Due to the fact that I'm a musician, I spend most of my time in a tour bus, and I've seen every town in this country, and I have seen it through the windows of nightclubs, shopping malls, and out on the streets, at their local fairs and their yearly town events, not at a convention center made to sway you from one party or another. I see the poor getting poorer. If you want to see what our country really looks like, go into any corner bar at any given time of the day, see the men and women drowning in their depression because they just lost their job or they don't know where the money to pay their rent or their phone bill is going to come from. Walk the perimeter of the Fresno Fair like I did just last week. See how many homeless people reach out to you asking for change or any help that they can get. I'm not really assuming anyone would vote for me, but my point is we can send a message. Vote whoever you want in. Vote for your dad. Vote Oprah Winfrey in. Vote for Yoda or Darth Vader or one of the guys on that TV show Heroes. Here's an idea. Vote Colin Powell in. Do you think he could say no if the people really spoke? By no means do I think that we can keep one of these guys out of office. In fact, I've already made my choice of who I'm going to vote for, and it is one of the two candidates this year. But this is a message to the people that can't make up their mind. It really still is up to you. Imagine the surprise if there was really a huge percentage, and I mean a damaging amount of write-ins. The parties would both see that they lost votes to their campaign, and they would do something about it next time around, realizing that the people do not like their options. And regardless of who wins this year, it would send a message loud and clear to the rest of the world that we are ready for change, that regardless of what our TV and media tells the rest of the world, that the real America is here and waiting to become part of the new world, the evolving world that is happening right in front of our eyes.